g'day there. Welcome to this Mark's Reviews and Tutorials video. Well, this has been on my merch for years. Life's too short to drive boring cars, and it's been a bit about BMWs. We've got the accidental one here still, but today this is about a totally different vehicle for me. So come take a journey with me, and we will go and get this car. Even quickly checked in on a couple of customers' pools. But here we go. We're at Gray's, ready to pick up this car with my good mate, Tim. And there it is. There it is. Moving under its own steam. That's a good start. What have we got? We've got ourselves a lifted JK Jeep Wrangler. And if I don't mind saying so myself, I think she looks pretty mean. Love the lights, love the big wheels, love the look. Let's have some fun. So I started this video showing the merch, life's too short to drive boring cars. This one ain't gonna be boring. Let's check it out. It's all too late with an auction. Once you bought it, but I'm taking the oil cap off here. See if there's any coolant mixed in or anything obvious wrong like that. First check's looking good. Gave Tim the first drive. Well, we've driven it around the front, just checking water and oil because we've got a long way to go. But she's all looking excellent. Looks really solid, looks nice inside. Feel like a good option at this point. So we'll do a quick electrical, make sure your blinkers and everything are good. And then we'll go. But the panels all look good. There's a bit of damage on the back here. But she's all looking in really, really good condition. Very happy at this point. We've got one tyre is really quite low, but the rest are really quite okay. So it's just the one. But yeah, she's looking like a good option. Certainly going to have some fun on the sand with this. So we've bought some oil to top it up, but there's only a little oil hole here. So we're going to make an oil funnel. There we go. We just roll it up and hold it in place and tip the oil in. So we're doing good with our top up. I just bought some water. I washed a bit of corrosion off the battery, topped up the washer, topped up the radiator overflow, and I topped it up with oil. Even used the water to give it a rinse once I wiped that off because I didn't have a funnel. And now I'm just checking the air cleaner. Let's just say, first tap, yeah, I've banged it on here and on the tyre. Absolutely full of dirt. So that's going to help for our big highway trip back. Car is going to breathe a whole lot better. So we are ready now to hit the road. Okay, here we are driving into Melbourne. Got a nice bit of beach here to show you. We're just coming in underneath Melbourne, and Gray's, where I picked this up, is down south, and now we're driving up underneath. We're going to take the Westgate Bridge to go across underneath the city and the suburbs, and then we'll head out to where we want to go. Car's going well. Temperature is absolutely spot on, just a bit under half. The motor's feeling really smooth, really good, so I'm very, very happy. Tyres are old. It's got very big tyres on it, and they're old, so they feel like they're pretty hard. But this thing's been sitting at the auction for a good 3 weeks, so maybe that'll soften up with a bit of use and maybe get the flat spots out of them. So we'll see how that goes once we get up to highway speed. But so far, 80-90 has been absolutely fine. You can see there in that 60, that mid-speed range, it gets a bit of a shake. and I really feel that's coming from the tyre. So we're on the Westgate Bridge, and if you look over this way, you'll see she's just shocking traffic. We're doing 20 kilometres an hour and cruising over the bridge. Look it up if you're not from Australia, not from Melbourne. Look up the Westgate Bridge. There were ships that carry cars and ferry everything down to Tasmania. We're just there behind us. Once we get over here, it's going to be all freeways and back up to highway speeds. Well, that was, of course, until someone decided they needed to stop and asked me about the fact that I had no number plates on the car. But they were great. Checked all the paperwork, and on our way we went. Sun's going down. This thing's sitting on 110, loving it. Yeah, you get, you know, roads with wear marks in them like that. She's a bit squirrely. The big tyres tend to jump into them, but nah, this is a beast. Really, really happy. Paired up my phone. You got a modern radio system here, so we're doing great. Eating up the miles. Can you see the mountain range off to the right? See the sleeping lady? Her forehead, her nose, her neck, and then a hand on her stomach. That's locally known as the sleeping lady. Okay, so it's dark now, and actually the camera's enhancing that. This is low beam, but low beam's not as good as that. Now look at high beam, just it puts a little blue dot somewhere out the front. Low beam's really good. There's no trees at the moment, but it really highlights the sides, lifts. Happy with that. High beam just puts that little dot out there, whatever the heck that is. But we've got other lights here. We've got a light bar up on top. That's like that, and that's just fabulous. That turns everything to daylight. We've got two little spotties down lower. They're much better for driving. You turn them both on, then it really is just daylight out there. Really amazing. So here we are, coming into some little town. What is it? Ah, look at that, Nil, which everybody knows, of course, is the centre of the universe. Well, here we are, day 2. Stayed with some great friends last night, about 500 k's down, which leaves about 900 to go. That is the Murray.
Dial, phone book, redial.
Yeah, sort of haven't got the automated voice systems working on the car yet, but plenty of time to play with them. Amazing country out here. Absolutely love it. Well, the journey's coming to an end. Lots of awesome, beautiful roads, lots of space, lots of stops at servos, but the car's running spot on, running perfect. Now, of course, it's time for some beaches. Aussie beaches, of course, because they are the best.